Mark, good to get back to winning ways with that early goal.
Yeah, it's good to get back to winning ways. I think that was important. We've had difficult 2 weeks. I think results-wise have gone against us. Performances not so, maybe at times yes, but we needed to win. We needed to win a game to get that little bit of confidence back, and thankfully it was today.
Do you think that early goal was quite important in terms? I know it was the winner of the game, but just to try and settle and maybe a bit of nerves that have built up over the last few games.
I definitely agree, James. I think all of a sudden we've got a little bit nervous, and that happens. You know, we've got a certain way of playing. We want to keep playing. We want to keep believing in it. But when you don't get results, it's human nature. You know, your confidence wanes a little bit, and had a few missing and bits and pieces. So, you know, the lads started great first half, and I was made up with them. Obviously, did a great goal, and I just think second, from being ultra critical first half, we should have been in more of a command of lead than 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think the front three, he played Steph, didn't you, on the right, and he was drifting around in all sorts of positions. Josh was holding the ball well, and Mikey was doing plenty of work on the left hand side, just couldn't quite carve out a clear cut opportunity. Did you feel that going in at 1-0 at half time wouldn't be enough?
Yeah, because history tells us this season we're not keeping enough clean sheets. So we were. It was important we got another clean sheet. So we wanted to make sure that we were tight, and let's be honest, we rolled our luck at times. Tony made some couple of great saves, and lads throwing the bodies on the lines. And sometimes when things are going against you, that type of character and attitude which we've got in the squad come out today, and it was good to see. You've watched every game, you've seen at times how well we played, and even at times in the first half where we want to play and want to try and do things. But there's two sides to the game. The wind was blowing, it's died down now, but it was blowing, and lads putting the bodies on the lines and helping each other out, and that's what we've needed, a little bit of that.
Did you feel that lady look was sort of smiling on you today, where it maybe hasn't been in previous weeks? Certainly in that second half, I think Evan cleared 2 off the line in quick succession, and then Mitch threw his body on the line, and someone, and of course they hit the post as well.
Yes, I think we rolled our luck. Let's not hide away from that. I think we haven't had it all season, so we've got a little bit of luck today, but you've got to earn your luck, and I think the lads earned that luck from what they've done, not just today, but throughout the season. And I think, yeah, if you're them, you're disappointed you've come away without any points, but it's happened to us in the last couple of weeks.
Were you pleased with Det Walker and Teddy coming on off the bench? I think it was both their home debuts today, but I know they've not had a lot of minutes, but they were able to come on and do a job when you were trying to close out the game.
Yeah, it's a thing that we always say. We've got a small squad, but a good squad, and anyone can play, and everyone's got to be ready. Obviously, we're missing Jay today, and we're missing Andy White, who'd be big players for us, and also, everyone keeps forgetting we've got the best striker in the league who's not kicked the ball really for us. So, it's important our squad's ready, and we've got a game Tuesday, we've got Saturday, we've got Tuesday. It's relentless, and the lads have got to be ready, and when they're called upon, come on and do a job for the team, and that's what I felt we did today.
And Matty McDonald again, he's been at the club a long time, but now I think it's the first time he's started back-to-back games. Seems to be finding his feet a little bit and growing in confidence in the team.
Yeah, he's an important player. We sat down in the summer and we said, look, he's 19. People forget he's 19. He had a bad injury. He missed 6 months of last season. It takes his time to get back into it. He's come out of full-time football last year, and he's building his way back into men's football. So it takes a bit of time. You've got to be patient with him. He's 19, but he's really an important member of the squad.
In the second half, I think Sean took a bit of a knock in the first half, and then I don't know if he took a knock in the second half. But was that a big call to make that change when you did? We were talking up here, we wondered how you were going to change things, and obviously you took Sean off and brought Isaac on, which in many ways was quite a bold substitution. I know you changed the system, but was there something up with Sean, or what was your thought process behind what you did?
I just think Sean, he's had a tough time in his personal life. He's had a baby, like us, the dads out there, and mums obviously, but the dads. First one, it's a shock to the system. I think sometimes it takes a little bit of getting used to, and I think sometimes you're in a different life pattern that you've ever been used to, and I think it's just a little bit of tiredness, that's all.
And Josh, of course, now starting to get back to fit. I think he did 75 on Tuesday. He's done 75 again today, and he'd probably have to do 75 again on Tuesday. I imagine he's starting to get back up to where you want him to be.
Yeah, Josh is a big player for us. He's been here near enough as long as me, and every year he does well for us. He runs through big roles for this club, and he's club captain, and rightfully so. And he's a leader for us in everything he does. And we've got to be careful with him because he's a big player, but he's had a really bad illness, and he shook it off, and it takes a bit of time to get over. And obviously, he played with injuries last year. He played with injuries at the beginning of the season to help us out. So we've got to be patient as much as he's got to be patient, and everyone's got to understand that. once Josh Amos is up to speed, he's a threat in this league.
And looking ahead now to Tuesday night, probably going to be a big crowd in. How important was it just to get that win today to feed you in nicely to Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think we've got to focus on each game, and we did. Tuesday obviously is a big game for the town, and it's good that there's a big game in the town. I'm sure both teams will enjoy the occasion, and it was important that we concentrate on today before Tuesday. So we've got quite a few little niggles in there, so we'll have to see who we've got available on Tuesday. Just fancy a game.
I'm always up for a game. Warrington lad as well, it'd be good for me to play in that.
Yeah. No, with it being a derby game on Tuesday, do you treat it any differently, or do you just have to treat it like any other game as players and managers?
Well, you've got to treat it the same as any other game. They're a really good team. I'm not going to come out and say that I've watched them. They're good. They've got some really good attacking players. They're defending really well, and they've got, under the new manager, they look a good team, and they've got some good players. So it's going to be a tough game. They'll be right up there at the end of the season. They've been allowed to recruit well. They recruit from the top draw, which is good luck to them, and they have. They've recruited really well. So we're expecting a really tough game.